ladies, I'm here today and I want to explain to you what's happening with the Shannon specials. We actually have 49 new layouts that are going to be online and available for purchase soon. With the Shannon specials, anyone that wants to purchase them can. So if you're not part of Sketch Club, that's no big deal. You can actually get these layouts. But let's kind of talk about why I decided to make 49 different layouts with 49 different blueprints. I was a little obsessed with the Simple Stories, Simple Pages, which are these. And at the time they had 48, and they keep coming out with some, so we added another one, 49. I'd really like to make it an even number at 50, but Chris is already ready to kill me with the 49, so we're just gonna leave it alone at the moment. So with these page kits, let's just kind of maybe look down here, Chris, so we can kind of see the different styles. Everything that's in here really just gives you almost everything you need to actually put them together. And I think that's one of the things that I love about them. Now on the back of these, it does have a simple blueprint. It shows you all the pieces that are in here. And I'm not okay with this simple blueprint. That's not how we do things. Just because the pieces are simple doesn't mean the finished layout should be. You guys all know that with me. So here are some of the pieces for the baby layout. And I really love that it has a little bit of verbiage, it has a nice title, and the pieces are a nice size. They're not super small, they're not super big. I think they're pretty darn perfect. Each one actually has some sort of tag too, so if you decided that you wanted to journal on it, you absolutely could. And we're gonna look at a couple layouts that are actually finished with these too. So here is my stack. This is what 47 layouts look like, because this is 48 and 49 that we're going to go through and talk together about. So I've got the kits out here. Here is the summer one. All right, and I also want to discuss how you use an embellishment to pull your pattern paper and your solids. So we're going to talk about that too. And then here is your Halloween layout using those. And we'll look at these pieces. So on here we've got our really great title, we've got big embellishments. Of course we always go above and beyond, so we've added chipboard and we colored that with, I'm trying to think it off the top of my head, red bronze is the color. And then use glitter glue, a little bit of buttons. So just because the page pieces are simple doesn't mean we're going to leave the layout simple. We're going to add a little bit if it needs it. So for this one, let's just kind of take a peek at our blueprints and our kits. So here is the actual kit that you'll be getting. You guys know how these work. They're going to come packaged. It's going to have a price. These actually range from anywhere from $12 to about $22. And I think probably on average, I would say about 16 to 17 is actually the average for the 2-page layouts for these. Maybe less. I was actually surprised at the cost of them. So you guys can check that out online also. But with that, we've got our finished layout. We've got our blueprint that coordinates. Now, for those of you that are part of Sketch Club and you're coming on a regular basis, you probably have this blueprint. This one is from April 2019 for our spooky layout. And like I said, every single finished layout for the Shannon specials has a different blueprint. Now, for the first time ever, in the section online where it has like the add-on stuff, if you need the glitter glue or you need the gilding polish, you can actually click and add on the blueprint for a fee. Sketch Club members, you won't need it because you probably got it, but if you don't, you can add it on. So let's kind of take a look at the system today, kind of walk through about where these are going to be, how to find them. So the name of this one, number one, you could look under Shannon Specials and all 49 of them will show up, okay? So that's probably the easiest place to look at them. Otherwise, if you know which one you're searching for, and we're searching for the spooky one, we're going to hit enter and voila. There is the actual page, all finished, and you can add that to cart right here. And then once you see that, it gives you all the stuff below, shows you all the pieces that are in it, gives you a price, and it also has the extra pieces down below. You guys are used to that by now. So it's got the red bronze, Tim Holtz distress ink, and it has the blueprint. So if you click on the blueprint, you can add that to your cart. And for $1.99, you can get the color-coded blueprint. But like I said, again, Sketch Club members will have it. If you're not a Sketch Club member, you absolutely are going to need to purchase it if you want the layout that actually coordinates with the finished product, okay? So totally up to you, but it is something for the first time ever you're going to be able to take advantage of. And then from there, this is actually going to be a PDF, and it's going to be emailed to you. It will not be in your package. It will only be in the PDF, email only, okay? So make sure when you put in your email address, you actually have it correct, okay? So now that we've talked about where we're going to find these online and how we're going to do the blueprints for each one being, you know, 49 different ones, let's talk about picking paper for these. So I'm going to pull out the spooky one and the summer one actually, and that's what we're going to talk about. So for the spooky one, well, actually all of these, I did one of two things. Some of them are like a color scheme. For the baby that I showed you earlier, I did all green so that it was a very neutral baby layout, which is in there somewhere, and maybe I will dig through it because I can't help myself but to show you guys every single thing that, you know, I've been working on. Let's see, do we see the baby one? I do. So, with this, so here is our baby one. I use the wood, the natural wood, just because it's a very generic thing. And I decided to go with green, so it would be neutral also. It could be for boy or girl. But if I wanted to do this more for boy, I could pick out blues. If I wanted to do it for all girl, I could pick more pinks, so on and so forth. So that's what we're talking about, is kind of how to pull that paper and, you know, pull it together and make it look nice. So with the spooky layout, the pieces inside Spooky are really nice. They're a good size. We've got our spooky word, which I really like that each one of these had a title, and I'm not normally a title person, but the size of it I was really intrigued by. Same thing with the embellishments. I love the size of them. They're not those tiny stickers where there's a 50 on a sheet. This was really nice, and just a breath of fresh air with something new. I'm super stoked about these. I hope Simple Stories continues to do them in collections like these. So now, talking about that, these collections are, with Simple Stories, limited editions. You know, we're making what we can with the product that we have, and then if we need to change a background or change a piece of paper, we'll write that in the notations on your purchasing. So make sure you look for that. There definitely could be something here and there that will be slightly different. We actually already have a layout. Can't remember which one it was, Chris, do you? Was it the anniversary one?
Maybe Life is Beautiful?
Life is Beautiful? Yes, Life is Beautiful. There's one that we made a layout to. We have all the pieces except for the page piece because they're already discontinuing it.
We got them, though.
It is Life is Beautiful, right?
Yeah, we got a limited amount of them.
Yeah, we did get them from another store, so we will sell what we have, and then once that's gone, we'll just get rid of it. So that was nice of the other store to actually, and Chris and Amy put a really nice, what was that, like article about it too, so something you guys can look at. So we've got very specific colors here. We've got orange, we've got black, we've got a little bit of white, so on and so forth. So with that, I'm just gonna set them aside and kind of pull out the pieces of paper that I decided to go with. I love a simple background. Anything that's kind of like color on color, which this would be considered because it's orange and then a lighter orange stripe. And I went with that lighter background and then decided to pull out just the blacks and the orange that were in the colors here. The Halloween one is super simple. I could do all orange, I could do all black. I could have brought in some regular Halloween colors too. This was just what I chose to pick. So we've got our background here, we've got our different prints that we need for this layout, and our solids. So everything, just like in Sketch Club, you would have everything inside your kit that you need to finish the layout as it is. On this one, I decided to add the buttons, and I also decided to add a chipboard. Some have extra pieces, some do not. It just depends on, you know, what I was thinking about that layout and if it needed something. So this one's a pretty simple one with the oranges and the blacks for Halloween. And then for our, I'll move that there. For the one that is the summer layout here, has a really cute red truck. The pieces are just really good inside there. So we're gonna open that up. So we've got our May 2019 sketch that we use for this one, our blueprint, and it's asking for 5 patterns, 2 solids, and 6 photos. So So when I went shopping, I started with this piece. A lot of times when I am doing layouts for myself, I start with an embellishment. If I have a specific theme, that's where I'm going to start, is with trying to find an embellishment to go with it. So for summer, super simple. It's got the cute red truck that everybody is obsessed with. The new red truck is now gnomes, I think. So now we're obsessed with gnomes. It's got the summer title, and the flowers repeat throughout with like little bees and bugs and things like that. So lots of colors, and kind of my red truck was the inspiration. And instead of using too much red, I decided to go with a pretty simple background that would make my red truck kind of stand out. So that was kind of one of the biggest things. Instead of having a big red background or doing the matting in red, I left that kind of simple and did the red in the accents, just like the red truck. So here is our background paper for this one. And then our other patterns, and everything I pulled was matching with the truck and the other embellishments that are in these paper. This all had to look good. So my red accent, the green, the yellow, and I always teach people in class to actually fan out their paper. If you like how it looks here, you're gonna like how it looks on the blueprint. But if you don't like it here, it's not gonna get any better once you start cutting it. That is a good thing to know and realize. With all of these embellishments, every single one has a white outline. So every single layout, all 49 of them, have white as their back mat. I kept it very simple and kind of repetitive in that way. So white is my back mat, and then I decided to do teal as my top mat. And again, you like it here, you're gonna like it when you start cutting it. If you don't like it here, you should start over or get rid of that one thing that you don't like. Figure out what that is and get rid of it and change it. So we actually added some other pieces too. I added more flowers, and I added the bugs in these colors also because they were pretty perfect. And then our finished layout for summer, cute, simple, pretty generic, could be used for anything. And I love it. I love them all actually. All right, I think that is it. Is there anything else you want me to tell them, Chris?
No, just look for it hopefully on Monday. I'm going to work through the weekend to get all the stuff connected. It'll take some time. I still have some layouts that are missing, so I hope by Monday to have everything up.
All right, you guys heard it. She's trying to get these ready and up by Monday. Actually, on Monday, we're going to start moving the store. So we're going to put all of the new layouts out on display. We're going to get rid of all the old. It's going to be kind of tricky. So you'll be able to see them all on display in the store as of next week sometime, okay? All right, ladies, if you have any questions about these, just give me a shout out, put something in the messages, and I can answer questions.